Hello my fellow gamers and City Skylines fans, and welcome to a tutorial about building the smallest and the most efficient highway interchange, with a bonus feature of being a really simple one to make. I'm going to show you how to go from the base game's design, which has more than a few shortcomings, to a custom design like this, which will force vehicles to use all lanes and prevent traffic jams on the highways. For this video, we are going back to my traffic test city, which has been a base for many of my other traffic fixing and tips videos, which were about how to use small dead-end roads, which will force traffic to use all lanes on the road, even without mods. I will link that video and others like it up here on the right and in the description below. The main reason why this default interchange design is so bad is the rightmost lane, which serves as both a lane onto which traffic is connected onto from another highway and a lane which turns into an exit for the third highway. It also takes up a lot of space. Here is how you improve on this design. After first demolishing the original interchange, we are going to remake these 4 highways but with more space between them. To do this, we are going to curve out the highways and also keep these on the level ground. When we curve both highways out a bit, like this, we create extra room for the highway ramps, which will be placed here later. Now the other 2 highways are built almost identically with one difference, being that those are raised 1 level up. They will cross the original 2 highways, and the first phase of this build should look like this. In the second phase of this build, you start by selecting the highway ramp road type and then connecting 2 neighboring highways going from the left to the right one. At the conclusion of the second phase, you will have a highway interchange which allows vehicles to travel in 2 directions, their original one and their perpendicular one. Now in the third phase of this build, you will add more ramps which will allow vehicles to travel onto that second perpendicular direction and onto the third highway. You do this by creating ramps and tunnels with highway ramp road tool and going 1 level down and then back up. But if the game doesn't let you connect to the highway because there is very little room here, you can finish this connection from the opposing side, like this, and then just switch the road direction using the appropriate tool. When you have to intersect 2 tunnels, then you use the second tunnel level on the new tunnel and go beneath the first one, and then go back to the tunnel level 1 and dig up to the level ground for the ramp to go on to the next highway. Because the space in between the highways is so tight, you do not have to force yourself to create multiple connections at the same spots. You can go down the highway and create an on-ramp at another place, but before the highways close up on each other. It is the same with off-ramps. Once you run out of space, you can move the off-ramp starting point back to another spot and then go down into a tunnel from there. Once again, combine the ground level and the 2 tunnel levels until you can make an on-ramp to the remaining highway. Now, if we were just to leave this design at this, we would still suffer from the game's programming shortcomings and the vehicles forcing the usage of just 1 lane. This is where the Traffic Manager mode comes in with the lane customization option. Using this lane connector tool, we can make sure that each lane of the highway is responsible for funneling the traffic into specific lanes for a specific direction. If you're not already using this mod, I will leave a link to it in the description of this video. And if you have been enjoying this video thus far, I would like to remind you to hit that like button below, and by doing so recommend this video to other players. You could also subscribe and get notified if I post any more similar videos. Besides the lane connector tool, you can also use the second lane customization option to turn off the usage of lanes for forward movement, when these lanes are to be used for turning or coming onto the particular highway. Doing all of this will make sure that each lane has its specific set of rules and that vehicles only move on the lanes which are designed to take them where they wanna go, and not get into the way of other vehicles on other lanes. We could watch this traffic move a bit longer here, but as you have already seen, there are no more problems about implementing this design. Now I want to show you this design being used in my 1 million population city called Bedrock. Its design is a bit different here to allow for the extra roads going beneath the highways. So almost everything is raised up by a few more levels, but the idea is the same. It's small, compact, and most importantly, it's efficient. If you're interested to see how the city of Bedrock went from 0 to 1 million sims, I will leave a link to the whole playlist of that let's play called A Road to 1 Million Population on the hard mode. But if you would like to play in the city, you should know you can do that as well, because I have posted the save file on the Steam Workshop. Link is also in the description and requires only about a dozen mods. I hope this video helps you in designing your cities, and I want to thank you for watching.